Is it working? I have to check if it's working first. It is working. Welcome everybody to the Formula X preseason testing. Also a chance to showcase the new Race UI system. We are back with Pirate Nick for the preseason testing. I'm wearing my Charles Leclerc Roblox outfit, and we have Pirate Nick here, ready to get back onto the track for the first time in probably a couple months, I would say, with the new Race UI and the new update. So we're gonna jump straight into this. Also, we do also have a new spectating system where it doesn't spectate the person, but it spectates the car. Please get off me. And we're spectating the car, so we cannot see Nick anymore. All right. Nick is getting into the car and getting ready to go. We are ready. We are going to set up the practice session as soon as we can. The practice session is going. So all Nick has to do is drive out of the pits. This is the new race control system. And he's out. He is out of the pits. And on the track for the first time in a couple months, going into turn 1. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to because he hasn't been on the track in quite some time. Into turn 2 and 3 here in the first chicane of the track, going on to turn 4. And my favorite turns, turn 5, 6, and 7, also the Japan chicane. And turn 8, turn 9 is a tricky one. Let's see if he can do a first try, and he does. It's good to get this time into the track because during the week of the race you are unable to go onto the track unless it's practice, qualifying, the race, or a sprint race. So you will be unable to go onto the track when it's not those times, just to avoid any driver getting practice. So I'd recommend driving on the tracks before race week, so you really get a feel for the track earlier on. He has completed his first lap. As you can see, it shows the lap. It's going to show his lap time. He's coming on for his first full lap here. And he corner cuts in turn 9. Turn 9 is definitely a tricky one. A lot of new drivers are definitely going to struggle with this a lot. Coming into turn 10 here. Turn 11 and 12 is also going to be a tricky one for the wall there. I did corner cut that a little. Coming on turn 13, definitely one of my favorite turns, as well as turn 5, 6, and 7. Corner cuts on turn 14 and 15, and onto the final turn 16. And he gets a lap time of 58.164 seconds. We have also added a new lap time system, which has been added just recently. I just finished making all these new adjustments and updates to the game. I've been working on it for a while, so that's probably why I've been gone for so long. And on to turn 9 here. And almost hits the wall. Just brakes to save it, but almost hits the wall there. Turn 11 and 12. That is definitely also going to be a tricky one. The new drivers are definitely going to have to work on that. And let's see what his lap time is. I got to say that was a pretty decent lap. 55 seconds. 55.198. That was pretty good. Especially since it's the first time he's been on the track in a while. So... And he hits the wall coming out of turn 3. It's going to be also a very common thing. I've done it before. Yes, I've driven the cars lots of times. Obviously, I've been the one testing the game. I don't have any testers as of right now, but I don't think I'm going to have any. The drivers are going to be my testers. It's looking good for McLaren, honestly. If we can get another good McLaren driver, we do have a let's spectate Ferrari here. We do have a new driver. I don't know why it's not showing up there. Sometimes that happens, but we do have a new driver right here. This is the username. It should have the picture. I don't know why it's not showing up though. I will fix that. Number 16 in Ferrari for Leclerc's number. I really do like that. We're gonna spectate McLaren. The McLaren driver Nick, number 74, and he got a 56.248. Not his best lap time, but that's pretty good. Every lap averages at about 55 seconds. So the Japan race is going to be a 35 lap race, especially because pitting will also take up a lot of time too. So it should be about a 40-minute race or so, maybe a little less. And turn 11 is definitely turn 14 is definitely a tricky turn because you're gonna corner cut turn 15. But let's see the lap time he gets. 58 seconds. Not too bad, but it can definitely be improved. Crashes into the wall coming out of turn 1 and recovers his car completely safe into turn 2 and 3, and coming into turn 4 into the Japan chicane. Definitely the most satisfying. It's going to be a tricky turn to make, especially for new drivers, but definitely a satisfying corner if you can make it just right. And there he is into turn 9. 10 and 11 is definitely going to be tricky. Turn 11, yeah, a lot of people are going to be hitting that wall there, just like he did now. It's going to be a very common thing, especially in the race. You gotta really use the practice time that you get efficiently, so you can get a good time. Try to avoid that wall in the actual race. So you're gonna have to really make use of that time. And he's in the pits. He crashed into the pits. I've honestly never seen that before. That's definitely gonna affect his lap time. Let's see what he gets though. 1 minute and 19 seconds. I think that's the first time we've seen him with a lap time over a minute. He's been getting pretty decent lap times, especially for a rookie like himself. So far, the other drivers have not yet to practice on the track yet. Well, that's not true, actually. Our new driver for Ferrari has been practicing quite a little bit, but I'm talking about as a live stream, like broadcasted live stream. Nick has been the only driver to actually practice so far, and I gotta say he's doing pretty well. He's doing pretty well for himself, especially since he's got all that practice from the other practice sessions that have been broadcasted. Hit the wall in turn 11. It's gonna be a pretty common thing. See here. Now he's going into turn 13. Wide in turn 13. He's gonna get that on the inside, and no, he's gonna go outside into turn 14. Almost corner cuts turn 15. Definitely loses a lot of time in that corner and hits the wall coming out of turn 15 and inside into turn 16. Also not looking too good. 119.596 and brakes way too late coming into turn 1 and outside of the track. That is going to be track limits. More track limits coming out of turn 1 once he finally recovers the car. Here's turn 2 and turn 3. That was not track limits. There were still 2 tires on the track. He seems to be going pretty slow coming into turn 4, 5, 6, and 7. He's really making these corners really slow. I don't know what's happening. He probably lost grip in his tires, I would say. Probably lost tire wear because he hasn't pit yet. And we are on lap 7, so he might have to pit right now. I think all his tire wear is completely gone. He hasn't been... one crucial thing about this is that you're going to have to be watching your tire wear, or else your car will end up a sliding mess, and no, you are not able to regain your tire wear in the middle of the track, or else you will be you will get a penalty for that. And into the pits he goes for his first pit stop in the practice session. And hits, oh my gosh, he hits the curb in the pit stop, in the pits, in the pit lane. Finally got it there. Parking on the pit markings, having a little bit of trouble, especially since he has no grip as of right now, and taking a little bit of time to get his tire wear back. And he's going on to his 8th lap with a lap time of 1:16.214. These last few laps have been pretty high in time. Let's see if he can get back down to under a minute. We are on the out lap, so this lap's really not going to matter. But after this, let's see what lap times he's been getting, and if he's improving. So far, his best lap time is 55 seconds, 55.198, I think. I don't know why that's cut off there. Need to update that. Hits the wall coming in at turn 8. And turn 9 was doing pretty good. That was turn, 8. Coming to turn 10 and 11. Turn 13. Wait, sorry, 11 and 12. I don't even know my own track. Okay. I'm going to have to we'll get used to a 1:21 lap time. This is where lap times are going to start to matter coming into turn 1. This is the lap after the out lap. Into the chicane. Oh, and hits the wall coming into turn 2. Into the chicane. He hits the wall, but recovers the car. Barely loses any time from that. Perfect into the Japan chicane there. Oh, look at that cornering into turn 8. Perfect out of turn 9 and into turn 10. Hits the wall a little bit. Oh, and hits the wall coming out on the outside. That's definitely gonna be a problem for the races. Once you hit that outer wall there, once you hit this outer wall, your car is gonna go spinning, and you will lose a lot of positions. For a lot of drivers that will be driving for this season, they're going to have a lot of trouble with keeping their position because the cars are a little bit hard to get used to, but that's what the practice sessions are for. We're going to have a little bit of practicing, preseason testing before the first official race of the season, of the preseason. There's going to be a preseason test race, and drivers from there can choose to drive for the full season. They'll be able to make a choice after the preseason test race if they want to stick with the choice they've made of becoming a driver or if they want to switch teams. And he's hit the wall into turn 12. That is actually turn 12. Yeah, turn 12 is going to be pretty tricky for a lot of drivers. Going on to his 11th lap with a lap time of 59.681 seconds. Still hasn't beaten his best lap time, but we will keep seeing what happens. Oh, barely touches the wall. Coming out of turn 3. Pretty much hugging the wall there. But did not lose control or anything. Had to back up, and now is not moving. Having a little bit of trouble turning. He had to back up there. It's going to cost him a lot of time. He did have a good start coming into that lap, but lost that all in that turn there and loses control. Hitting the outer wall is not going to be fun because the car is going to bounce off and going to cost you a lot of time and probably a few positions in the actual races. So it's going to take a lot of getting used to. Turn 15, and finally turn 16. Out of turn 16. 16 on the main straight, starting his new lap, lap 12. We got a 1:07 lap time. 1 minute and 7 seconds, .831. Corner cuts coming into turn 3, hits the wall. You're really not going to be able to cheat on that turn unless you go really slow because you're going to probably hit the wall coming out of turn 3. If you try to make any smart moves, and you'll get a penalty. Or crashes coming out of turn 10. And turn 11. And out of turn 12. Perfect. Did not hit the wall this time, which is great. It's great to see, because you're really going to want to get used to the cornering into turn 11 and out of turn 12, because hitting the wall is definitely going to be a very common thing for that turn. On the main straight, 1 minute and 3 second lap time. 0.893. He's on to his 13th lap. Or he's on to his 14th lap. I'm pretty sure that's how many laps he's done. Oh, no. Yeah, he's on to his 13th lap, yes. Like I said, this whole thing's actually pretty new. It's the whole UI is new, and I haven't even tested it yet until now. So it puts. Oh, I think he lost a lot of grip. I think his tire wear is all the way down. He's probably gonna have to pit right now, and he does. In the pits, he hasn't been watching his tire wear, which is gonna be really crucial for these races. And really make sure you follow that speed limit. And into the pit garage. And now he's pitting, really struggling to get that perfect parking into the pit markings. And just filling up his tire wear as we speak. And here we got our other driver. You already know about him. Unless you're new here, then you don't, but... Oh, and he got a 1 minute lap time. He got a better lap time in that last lap than his other laps he's been getting these past few laps, especially considering he pit that lap. And hit the wall coming out of turn 3. That is also, that's going to be a pretty common thing. You're going to have to brake before coming into the chicane. Might look like a flat out turn, but this is not Formula 1. I'll tell you that. It is definitely different. Not as much downforce in these cars. There we go in turn 15. Look at that perfect inside cornering in turn 15 and out of turn 16. Hugging the wall there, which is perfect. That's what we love to see. You get a 1 minute and 20 second lap time. Look at that cornering into chicane. And the first chicane of the new lap, lap 15. And the Japan chicane hits the wall coming on to turn 6. And almost spins out coming out of turn 7, but saves it. And turn 8, he's going to get that bad entry into turn 9, and he does. Hits the wall too. You kind of expect it, because he picked up a little too much speed into that turn, which really caused him to mess up. And perfect cornering in turn 11 and 12. He's really mastered. He's really got the hang of that cornering now in that turn. In those two turns there, which is really important. That's probably going to be the trickiest turns of this race. With a 56-second lap time, he's getting his momentum back, but hasn't beaten his 55-second lap time from earlier. Will it be able to beat it? I sure do hope so. You know, I really think he will, especially with the lap he's getting now. Do you see this? He's getting a perfect lap right now. Hasn't even made any mistakes, not once. Coming to turn 9, perfect cornering out of turn 9. Almost hugs the wall, but that was perfect. A little wide in turn 10, and here up turn 11 and 12 hits the wall, messes up his lap time. No, it was going really well for Nick. And the ego got the best of him. And that is lap time down the drain. Will he be able to get a lap time like that again? With how many laps we're doing, I think he will, but he got a 59-second lap time. Let's see if he can beat the current record, 55 seconds for Nick. Perfect cornering into turn 4. That was absolutely amazing. That is what we love to see, just being on the inside, but not too much where... Oh, and corner cuts into turn 9. Gonna have to slow down so he doesn't beat his... There we go. Turn 15. A little wide in turn 15, which is like we'll see. And coming out of turn 15, he hits the wall. And on the main straight to start his new lap, lap 18, 57-second lap time. He could have beat his last lap time if he didn't hit the wall in that turn. Everything was going really smoothly into the chicane. Everything was going perfect, and then he hit the wall coming out of turn 15 and really messed him up and lost that best lap time. But I really think he would have beat it. Probably got a 54-second lap time, I assume, at least. And perfect cornering into turn 9, into turn 10. Going on the inside, hugs the wall, hugs the apex there. Into turn 13, wide in turn 13. Gonna get the inside line in turn 14, but no, he goes outside. Got time to shift to the left and go outside. And he got a 56.781 second lap time. He's getting closer to beating that current record of his. Corner cuts into turn 3 and hits the wall coming out of turn 3. I think corner cutting in turn 3 automatically messes up your whole lap time, even if you like even with the penalty. Even without the penalty, it's gonna mess up your whole lap time because you're bound to hit the wall coming out of turn 3 if you corner cut. Hits the wall into turn 9. And I don't think he has any grip right now. I think he also forgot to pit again, and he's having struggling to have control of the car. Very slow into turn 11 and 12, almost hits the wall, and in the pits he goes. Refill his tire wear. I don't know what the strategy is, but he is waiting till last second to pit. He's waiting till his tire wear is already gone. He's gonna have to work on his timing to pit, which is gonna be a lot of the drivers are gonna have to go through that too. They're gonna have to pick their... Oh, in the garage he goes. Let's go see what's going on here. Having a little bit of trouble parking in the garage. Will he manage to do that? I don't think with any grip. I don't think he's going to be able to park it properly. And he does. Look at that. Now he's just getting that... Alright, he is out of the car. And turning the TVs on because I think someone has, you know, ADHD or something. That's a 5-second lap time. We're going to have to reset that. So he did 24 laps before he came back into the garage. How do you feel today? How do you feel about those laps? What do you think about that 55-second lap you got?
I mean, it was good, but...
It was good, but what?
Could have done better.
Yeah, well, at the same time, it's your first time back on the track in what? How long has it been? A couple months?
A month?
A month. Yeah, I think it's been around that. So especially for the first time in a little while, I think that was pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah.
You're still gonna have to get used to the. Definitely gonna have to get used to the turn 11 and 12. That's definitely a struggle, and turn 9, along with turn 15 as well. Those need a little bit of work. It's going to be a struggle for a lot of the new drivers in Formula X. So a lot of practice is going to come in handy, especially pre-season practice. That's going to be really, really useful for all the drivers, and especially you, because you have a big head start on all the drivers. And I'm not even sure where he went, but yeah, he's gone. He's just he's on the computer. Someone got bored of this interview. All right, stand still for a little bit. I'm kind of having an interview here. All right, so a little too close, pal. All right, so yeah, how do you feel about those lap time? This guy thinks he's funny. How do you feel about those lap times you've been getting?
Feel like pretty good.
Pretty good. Is that all you have to say? Just good? You've been saying good for everything I've been asking you, it feels like.
I know, because it was good. Because like I got a minute lap times. Like it wasn't amazing.
Do you have like a comment you want to say? Like anything you want to improve on? What do you have to say?
Well, I had some pretty good like
Whoa, what is happening?
entering the lap. Like I entered the lap pretty well, but then I just got messed up on turn 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, 11, 12, 13. You've been doing pretty good, honestly, with those inside on a turn 13. But then turn 15, turn 14 and 15 is really the one that will be messing you up this season, along with turn 12. That's also going to be another tricky one. Turn 11, I gotta say, you've been having good entry into turn 11. But turn 12.
Turn 9 is probably.
Yeah, also turn 9. Turn 9 is also going to be a really hard one if you don't get a perfect exit out of turn 8. So turn 8, you need pretty much that perfect exit and perfect line, or else you are going to mess up on a turn 9. Or you're going to have to lose a lot of time. So, yeah, do you feel great about this? Do you feel like you're going to get a good head start on the other drivers and be able to get some good outcomes this year from the other drivers? Some podiums, some wins?
Maybe, but I just have to practice those turns that I mentioned.
Enough practice and you'll learn that championship in no time. What do you say? What do you say to that? Do you think you have a chance at getting the championship?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's a yeah. We'll take that yeah. Confidence is what we love to see, especially from racing. Confidence is where it's at. Confidence is like the main thing you're gonna see in professional racing. So this guy Nick here has some potential with all that confidence he has. We're gonna reset the laps because it says he has a 5-second lap. Like I said, this is just to test the new UI. So the timing is gonna be fixed. I'm not gonna make it so you can get 5-second lap times, obviously. But yeah, are you ready to get on the track? What do you say?
Yeah.
All right, we'd love to see that. We'd love to see that. You ready to go? Let's see if I can get the camera angle of McLaren. First person camera angle. I got it.
6-second lap time.
There we go. All right, we have the onboard camera angle. 6-second lap time. All right, let's get back on the track, and we could set you up with that right now. We also have the race UI, which is also being worked on, and you can set how many laps. That's what I'm going to be doing for the races. This is used for practice, used for qualifying, races, but that'll all be shown once the season has started and the preseason testing has started as well. All this is going to be shown and used. Yeah, so you ready to get back on the track?
Yeah.
Alright, good luck. And Nick is back on the track, starting his next practice session. We are going to restart the practice, and we are restarting it. Let's see what happens here. Outside, coming into turn 1, exit out of turn 1. Perfect chicane into turn 2 and 3. Perfect into the Japan chicane as well. This could be a really good lap time. He could be his 55-second lap time right here. Corner cuts into turn 9. I'm afraid that's going to mess him up a little bit. But since this is not real practice session, we will count this lap time, honestly. Well, in real practice sessions, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to count that as a real practice, as a real lap time. But let's see what he gets here. Oh, he didn't do a full lap. That's correct. This is an out lap. I guess that's true. All right, now we're on to his full lap here. He got a good out lap time. I gotta say, but it didn't count that because it was an out lap. So we're gonna see what he gets. I'm gonna see what happens in this practice session coming into turn 10. Sorry, almost loses control but saves it. And turn 11 and 12. A little slow into the corners, but, you know, pretty good cornering. That's what we love to see. Perfect into turn 15. There we go. I think he's definitely improving on those turns. And he got a lap time of 53 seconds. He beat his original 55-second lap time and got 53.014. That's going to be pretty good for the season. For an actual race, that could be... that can win you some races right there, especially in Japan. Oh, and he crashed into turn... I don't know what happened. Someone forgot the brake button. And he's in the wall, struggling to get out. Not sure at all what's happening. We're going to set a safety car. We are getting a safety car. Let's bring out the safety car right now. This is going to be a... safety. Also want to test the lights as well. So we have safety lights. He is in the wall. We're going to manual. We have to be in 3rd gear. Oh, I'm pressing Q. Okay, I was like, what is happening? Let's slow down. We have to be in 3rd gear when we're the safety car. Safety car might even be faster than the other cars. We're gonna see how he's doing. Just a second here. Is he still there? He is still there at the side of the track. Oh, he's not waiting for the safety car. He's gonna try to get another lap in before the safety car catches up. He catches back up to the safety car. He's gonna try to get another lap in, and he does. There he is in a turn 15. We're gonna try to do one lap of the safety car just to test it out. We don't have any safety car drivers yet, but we will have some soon. I am recruiting for safety car drivers. If anyone's looking to be one, you can just contact me on Roblox, TikTok. Just reach out to me on my TikTok and I will answer as soon as I can. And he's waiting for the safety car. Gonna get a lap of the safety car here. Let's spectate the McLaren. And the safety car is in the wall. Alright. There's the safety car. Let's be able to drive ourselves out of here. And he's following the safety car. It is still a yellow. Crash is coming in out of turn 7 on the safety car. It's definitely hard driving the safety car when I'm spectating. And he hits the safety car. What is he doing? Nick decides to hit the safety car. That will get him disqualified from the race in a real race. That is not what we love to see. Crashes into the safety car. What is going on from Nick? Into the safety car again. What is he doing? Safety car is going back into the pits. Let's hope Nick doesn't actually do that in a real practice session or race, or else he will be disqualified and suspended from, and will have to miss the next few races. Let's see how he's doing, I guess. I don't know what he was doing with the safety car. That's going to be really bad for him because he's going to need the safety car practice just to know how to stay behind the safety car. But since he hit the safety car 2 times, it's not looking good for him. We'll see. We'll see what happens here into this practice session. Hits the wall. Going to turn 8. Turn 9 was pretty good. Let's see how he makes turn 10 on the inside. Hugs the wall again. That's what we love to see. Perfect cornering in turn 10 and 11. No corner cuts there. He jumps out of the car. I have no idea why he did that. Alright, I did forget to turn off the... There we go. He decided to jump out of the car in the middle of the track. That would also get him disqualified from a real practice session and race. If he jumped out of the car, that would get him disqualified from the race. And the chicane. Turn 8, really get that perfect cornering, and he makes that turn 9. I don't even think he braked at all after turn 8. That's what we love to see. That's the kind of cornering you're gonna want to make. Brake a lot coming into turn 8, and then full send it after turn 8, and then into turn 9 to really get that launch and exit out of turn 9. 48-second lap time. I'm not sure. We're going to check that back. We're going to check that lap he just did back to see if he corner cut at all. Just replaying the footage here. 48 seconds is absolutely insane. We're going to see if that's a valid lap time. I honestly really hope it is, because that was a really insane lap time. What did he do to get a 48-second lap time? Yeah, that was a valid lap time. He got a 48-second lap time. That's going to do him good in the practice session and races. Perfect cornering in every single corner if I check in the replay, which I'm now looking at. 48 seconds is really good. He's been taking every corner with perfectionism, and that's what you're going to want to see. The 48-second lap time is going to get you a race win, I'll tell you that. Or at least just the best lap time. It's what we love to see, honestly. And he corner cuts into turn 3. Going backwards on the track. What is he doing? And the safety car is coming back out. The safety car is coming back out for another lap around with the safety car. The safety car seems to be not moving. There we go. Let's bring the safety car back out. The yellow flag is out along with the safety car. We're going to try to push his car out if we can. There he goes. He's out of the wall. and now following the safety car. The safety car is going. He's going to have to keep up with it. Let's see how he does. Let's spectate our driver. It's hard, definitely hard to drive when I'm spectating someone else. I'll tell you that. Because I'm currently the safety car driver until we have actual an actual safety car driver. So yeah, reach out to me if you want to be a safety car driver. It's always open. I'll tell you the rules and everything. I'll take you through it. It's completely free. Also, being a driver is completely free too if you want to do that. But if you don't want to drive but you want to be involved with the racing, there's team owners, there's marshals, there's commentators. We also got ourselves some, marshals, race managers, so, like, checking, looking at the other cars, checking if anyone has corner cut or anything. Pretty much just the FIA. You can do that as well. I'm going to need a lot of help. Gonna need a lot of help with making sure that the corner cuts are seen and counted. So I'm gonna need a few people to be pretty much the FIA of Formula X. I want to say that. And the safety car is back into the pits. The green flag is out. The green flag is out. And there he goes. On the main straight, starting his next lap. Lap 10. Gets a 1:11 lap time from behind the safety car. I'm not sure how it was done, folks, but it has been done just now. I couldn't tell you how, honestly. Oh, that's really weird. Oh, that's really weird. Wait, what? Oh, okay, never mind. That makes sense. I'm gonna have to turn this car around. Alright, the safety car goes here. Still a few stuff we do need to add. So I did make it so you can spectate the cars instead of people. So when I'm live stream broadcasting the race, I'm not going to have to spectate fans as I try to look for other drivers to spectate. If people are going to be in the game watching, or I'm not going to have to spectate the marshals or anybody else. And into the Japan chicane. Almost crashes, almost loses control coming out of turn 7, but saves it into turn 9. Hits the wall into turn 9, really gets too much speed coming into turn 9, and too much speed out of the exit out of turn 8. Perfect cornering out of turn 10, 11, and 12. Out of the track, that is track limits into turn 13. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. And that is track limits out of turn 15 as well. Into turn 16 onto the main straight for his 11th lap, yeah. And 57 seconds. 57-second lap time from that last lap. That's what we love to see. Into the Japan chicane, turns 5, 6, and 7. Will he be able to get that good speed in turn 8 to make turn 9? Yes, he will. Braked a little bit into turn 9, but made it perfectly. Wide into turn 10. Hits the wall coming out of turn 10, and hits the wall again. Bounce from one wall to the other. And hits the wall into turn coming out of turn 12 as well. That's going to be a very tricky turn. But He seemed to have ran out of tire where he's going to pit as we speak. Seem to be in the middle of the track, in the middle of the pit lane here. A little early into the turning in the pits, but that is completely fine. To go for our garage here, just so I can see as much. I don't want to steal the spotlight with my amazing character. But this is about Nick. This is about Pirate Nick 987 and these amazing lap times he's been getting. 48 seconds. That is a record for Pirate Nick on this track. So far, we don't have any other tracks yet. Currently in the production of other tracks, but as of right now, we only have Japan. And he stopped at the side of the track. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. He's just stopped. He stood there, ruined his lap time. I'm not sure exactly why he's doing this or how long he's going to be there for. We're going to see what happens. Back onto the track he goes. And into turn 8. Perfect cornering into turn 9. Really had that speed he needed to get that good momentum. Into turn 9 and out of turn 9. In turn 11 and 12 hit the wall. And in turn 12, straight onto the wall that time too. Turning was definitely a problem. Can't decide if he wants to pit or stay out. Don't know what that was about. And brakes comes to a full stop out of turn 15. I'm not even exactly sure if he's still the one driving anymore, but you know. Hits the wall in turn 1, and in turn 2 and 3, and makes that, hits the wall coming out of turn 3 and hits the wall on the other side of the track. That is definitely going to be something that a lot of drivers will be facing this season. A lot of track hitting the track barriers from one side of the track to the other. It's going to be something that a lot of drivers will experience at some point in their careers this swim next season. Turn 15, moving to the final turn of lap 13, moving into lap 14, 55 lap second, 55.681. That is what we love to see. That is actually, I gotta say, a pretty decent lap time. I'm not even sure exactly how he got 48 seconds, but that was definitely insane. I've seen, I look back at the replay of when he got that lap time, and the cornering he was making was pretty close to perfection, honestly. I gotta say, it was pretty close to perfection, that cornering he was making that lap when he got the 48-second lap. Hits the wall coming out of turn 12. Not the turn 12 wall, though. It was on the other side of the track. That's also going to be something that will occur in the race eventually. And hits the wall coming out of turn 15, goes wide into turn 15, a little too wide. Hits the wall at turn 16 as well. What is going on for Nick? Nick is definitely fading, I will tell you that. He's fading fast. Into the Japan chicane, my favorite corner of this track, my favorite turn of all time. Japan chicane, really special to me. And perfect speed in turn 9. Look at that exit coming out of turn 9, so we can get a perfect. Goes wide in turn 10, makes the decision, that decision for some reason. Brakes a little too late coming into turn 10, goes wide for turn 10. And goes on the inside for turn 15, so we can really get that good good entrance into turn 16. And brakes too late going into turn 1. Brakes way too late. And going wide into turn 4 as well. What is happening? Hits the wall into turn 7 too. What is going on for Nick? Did he lose his tire wear? Not exactly sure, but it seems like his laps are definitely not going the way they were before. I think he lost his tire wear. Hasn't been making sure his tires weren't running out, and they have been. A little bit of lag, as you can see, a little bit of delay and lag. I don't know what's happening there. Here he comes into the pit lane. And into the pits he goes, into the pit garage he goes. We're gonna see what he has to say. He's still in the car. I wonder what's happening in his mind right now. All right, Nicholas, what do you think of those laps? What do you think of that 48-second lap that you got? I don't know how you did that, but 48 seconds, that was pretty good.
I don't know how I did that either. I just looked at the lap time and I was so surprised.
Yeah, honestly, I would have been surprised too if I got a 48-second lap time in Japan.
Also, if you look at my lap time, I think I beat the record.
I don't know if we're gonna count that. Race finish. I gotta say, those laps you've been making have been pretty good.
Experiencing a lot of lag.
Yeah, I did see the lag at the end there, but I did see that 48-second lap time. I looked at the replay, and I saw that perfect cornering. If we can get a look at the replay again, if I can find it. Really perfect cornering into that. So good job there. Yeah, there's that perfect lap time that I was just looking at the replay there. So how do you feel about you and the other drivers? Do you think you'll be the best driver there? What do you say? The other drivers, I've seen some of them drive, and I gotta say they're really talented in this. How do you feel about that? Do you think you'll be able to beat those competitors?
Maybe.
Hey, you're probably the youngest driver on the grid, so even if you don't, that's not even a bad thing.
I'm searching up the
I think he's trying to search up the broadcast right now. But, yeah, those were really good lap times, especially from someone your age. I mean, you're probably one of the best drivers on the grid. And you're probably the youngest driver on the grid as well. Some might compare you to Kimi Antonelli. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about you being compared to Kimi Antonelli by me? I said that. No one else said that but me.
Yeah, okay, I take it.
I figured. How do you feel about that? You're kind of like Kimi Antonelli. You're the youngest driver on the grid.
I guess
Well,
that is true.
I guess Arvid is, but you know,
Doesn't matter.
you're like those lap times you've been getting. Really impressive. How do you do it? How do you get those lap times? How have you been getting those lap times? What made you interested in wanting to start Formula X? I don't think I've ever asked that in our interview. What made you want to start racing? I mean, before this,
I like racing.
Well, what made you like racing?
And I feel like I should be good at it if I just practice some more. Yeah.
What made you like racing? Why do you like racing?
Obviously, it's fun to watch, and
Well, what made you like racing?
my brother introduce me to F1.
That's what we love to see. Yeah, he must be a really great brother. He must be the best. The best of the best.
Here's what I have to say about that.
I know, I'm kind of being humbled right now.
Wait.
What made you want to join Formula X? Why are you in Formula X right now, and what makes you think you compare to the other drivers on the grid this season?
I know, it's because I can just good. Like,
Do you think you're better than the other drivers on the grid?
no. Well, if I walk in and get some good lap times, I can probably.
I agree with that, especially with all this practice you've been getting before the season starts. But there are some other drivers that I'm actually going to be soon watching our new driver in the Ferrari hit those lap times. But I know she's a very good driver. She's a really big F1 fan, I'll tell you that. And I've seen her, have I seen her drive? I've seen her drive, yeah. So you're going to have to compete with that and all the other drivers on the grid. And you know how to get good lap times, I'll tell you that. But do you know how to get good lap times with other drivers on the grid and be able to have to overtake them? Will you be able to do that?
I will have to practice that at some point. I just don't know how.
All right, well, the other drivers on the grid will be able to help you with that. We could have a full test session. So we can get all drivers on the grid and we can all practice. How does that sound?
Okay, I like that idea.
All right.
I can't wait to.
Okay. Well, sounds good. Thanks for joining us on to the practice session today. And we'll see you on the next practice session, hopefully with the other drivers, huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That was a really big delay, I gotta say, but we'll see you next time in Formula X. Thanks for showing up today. And we'll see you later. I'm not looking. And he's gone. All right, everybody. Driver Nick is gone from the practice session. So the practice session is over, but you know what? This gives me a perfect opportunity for me to drive as well. Just to be able to, practice a little bit, be able to test the UI while I'm at it as well. And so this will be a part of the UI testing. I do need to practice. I do need to test the UI and see. So we're gonna try doing a race. Real quick, we're trying to set up the race, maybe the qualifying as well. Let's try to do some qualifying and see what happens. Now I've been sim racing for a few years now, so I know I'm pretty good, okay? But I've been sim racing for years. That's why I set this thing all up. Oh. Okay, well the cars are still pretty hard to drive, honestly. I made a little mistake there. Jeez, what am I doing? Okay. I've been sim racing for a few years, but that's pretty much why I'm doing this, because I do know a lot of sim racers out there, or want to be sim racers. People who want to be sim racers, who are on Roblox because they can't afford a good wheel or anything, You know, sim racing is a very expensive sport. It definitely takes more than skill. But that's what this is for. This Formula X is to prove that young drivers with a lot of skill can dominate without having to pay a lot of money, and race in a full league without having to pay thousands of dollars or even millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because racing is very expensive. Even for like go-karting, it's still like $10,000 a year for tires and gas and repairs and maintaining your cart. It's definitely very expensive, and that's for karting alone. For the trailer, you know, all that stuff. But this is why we exist. This is why Formula X exists. We got a 51-second lap time. This is exactly why Formula X exists. So we can bring that to people who can't, you know, afford real racing or even sim racing, because you got other stuff like iRacing, or even like iRacing with a subscription, or even like other racing simulators that are pretty expensive, like $80 or something. And some people, you know, don't want to pay that much. This is completely free. Alright? I used to have it, so you'd have to pay to get in Formula X. And then you would be awarded money for getting podiums, but that defeated the whole purpose of the free racing series. So I decided to ditch the idea of pay to enter and decided to go with a free racing series and no earnings for races. Though, if in the old idea, you would pay 200 Robux to get in, and you could make up to 1,000 Robux, I'm pretty sure. So definitely it was a pretty good idea. Without that's like if you won like pretty much every race. It was a pretty bad idea, but it was like 50 Robux for podiums, 50 Robux for first, 25 for second, and like 15 for third. Which is not bad, because you can still earn a lot off of that. You can make a lot of the money you paid back, or even make even more money. As you can see, that's the tire wear mechanic right down there on the bottom left of my screen. That's what Pirate Nick wasn't looking at when he was racing. He was forgetting to check his tire wear, and he lost all grip. Basically, if you have no tire wear, you have no grip in your car, so it's going to be really hard for you to turn, and you're going to have to go really slow on the turns, which cost you a lot of positions and a lap time. I don't know what's happening. The cars are really hard to drive, I'll say that. It's going to take a lot of getting used to, even for me. Even for someone who's been sim racing for years now. It's going to be difficult to get used to. Let's see, we get 1 minute. That is not good. We're going to see if we do one more. I'm doing qualifying right now, just so I can test the qualifying. I think it's the same as practice. I think I got to pit my control in the car is like worse now. Tires get this low. So you're gonna have to be going really slow on the turns. You can see I'm only going 120 studs per second onto that turn, which is not a lot, because in kilometers an hour it's probably about 90, I would say. And we hit the wall again because I cannot turn. Okay, so it looks like I swear before, I wonder if the car changed before. It was like, your tire wear doesn't actually start becoming bad until you fully lose it, but I guess, so. And this is the pit system. This is how you gain your tire wear back. You have to go back onto the track without speeding. The speed limit is 80 studs per second. Always have it on studs per second when you're in a race. One of the rules is that you cannot use kilometers per hour in a race, because then it'll be, because as you can see, uh, 80 kilometers an hour is about 90 studs per second. Meaning if you had kilometers per hour on, you were going 80 kilometers per hour in the pits, you would be speeding and getting a really big advantage on every other driver in the pits, and could also cause a collision. So you're going to have to keep it on studs per second, because that is the unit of measurement for this racing series. So make sure it says SPS right beside your speed. Set up the race. Let's see if we can do a little practice race here. Let's do 10 laps. Set it to 10. I don't know if I'm going to do all the 10 laps, but we're just going to set it to 10 seconds because we're going to end up broadcasting. And this is just for testing. The test session, the practice session for Pirate Nick is over. This is just for testing the new mechanic, the new little sneak peek into the new race GUI, the new race UI. We're gonna line up at the grid. All right. Let me start the, oh. I don't know why that happened. Alright. Let's say start. So we have to wait till everybody lines up at the grid, and then we're gonna say, then we're gonna start the race. And the lights are out in Japan. For testing. It's just me. Still a lot more stuff I gotta add to Japan, and then I'm gonna start making other tracks. Because we only have one track so far. It's very I don't know how I'm gonna do that, because it's very time consuming to make another track. So I'm probably gonna make it so I'll have like the next track done, and then so there's gonna be probably one race per week. So I'll probably have one track done. It's probably gonna take like a month or so. So I'm probably gonna start now on the next track, and then I will I'm gonna start now for making a new track, and then I'm gonna start making other tracks even while the season's on. So we can be on the third race, and I'll start making the 6th track, and then at some point it'll catch up. But I'll try to make them as fast as I can. I'll try to be consistent with it. Probably not going to take a month, actually. It's probably going to take less than that. It's not going to take too long. But the rate I'm at to make like this whole thing has been taking like a few months. But that's only because I'm working on the race itself, like the racing itself, and not the track, because the track's already complete. It did take a few days to make the track, so honestly it shouldn't take that long. We got 50-second lap time, by the way. I don't know how we got 48. That was impressive, actually. No, I won't say that, actually. You know what? I'm not going to say that. I practiced on this track. It's just a test. I spent hours on this track. There's no way I haven't got a lap time. Well, I keep making dumb mistakes like this, okay? We can't speed. We have to go this speed. This is the speed you have to go. want to see what happens at the end of the race. We're going to probably do 1 lap. Let's set it to 1 lap. And see what happens once we do a full lap. So, get back to the start. I need to test a few more things with the UI, especially with another driver in here, so I'm going to get Nick in here tomorrow. I'm not going to stream it. I might at some point, but that's after the testing, because I do need help with testing the UI and the leaderboard, so I can get like the positions right, so like the first and second place, and third and every other place correct. Gotta make sure it's accurate. Let's see what happens after the race finishes. I actually haven't tried this yet. I know we do have a race finish button, but I wonder if it automatically does it. So that's pretty much what I'm testing. Saved it. Oh my god. Can't blame me for not getting good lap times. These cars are terrible. I'm the creator of these games. So. Okay, so it does automatically. Okay, that's actually really good. Oh, and it shows the total time. That's really good. I got a 48-second lap time. There we go. I don't know exactly the time he got, but you know, 48 seconds. Okay, so that's the UI for when he finished the race. It turns into this. Alright. Thank you, everybody, for joining me in the practice session and the testing for the new race UI. I will see you guys probably tomorrow for the next practice session.